Morning, everybody. Michigan Cryptid here. Got about 6 inches of snow overnight up here in the Huron National Forest. It isn't quite daylight yet, as you can see. I've got my coffee and we're going to go out and ride around and look at this beautiful snow-covered woods. Take you with me. Hope you enjoy it. And while we're out here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so you know who you're dealing with. All right. The Lord's proud of me to do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to say again, y'all, didn't make this channel to talk about me. I made it to talk about some of the crazy stuff that runs around on our planet with us. And I made it in the hopes that it'll help somebody deal with something they ran into out here, man. But in the 3 years that I wrestled with the idea of this channel, I think the hardest part of it was knowing that hosting something like this would put me in a position to be a little vulnerable with all of you and to talk about some of the things that have occurred in my life. This comes with a warning label, because my life has not been an easy one. And a lot of the stuff that I would probably end up sharing here is pretty damn heavy, to be honest. I hope that me telling you some of this doesn't chase anybody away. And I'm not looking for pity or anything, man. After many years, I found what I needed in God. So, I'll give you a slight little glimpse into the day that was the end of my childhood. And I guess if you want to hear more about it, at some point I'll share with you. But like I said, man, it's not rainbows and butterflies, you know. So, in an attempt to let you all know who I am and how we got here, here's a little bit of insight into what my childhood was like, all right? I had done something to make my mother angry. And I was 14, she came in my room and she lit my room on fire. You know, I had all kinds of cool posters and shit on my wall, rock and roll, race cars, you know, kid stuff. Man, she lit my wall on fire, and something in my head cracked, and I looked at her and I told her, I've got to get the hell out of here before I end up just as crazy as you are. And I threw a few things in a little duffel bag of mine, and I never went home again. Somehow, some way, I've made it on my own with very little help since I was 14 years old. To say that's difficult doesn't really cover it. But I'm getting by. Because of a sad nightmare as a child. I was very angry. Very angry. And when I was 19, my anger damn near let me kill another man. And I went to the penitentiary, you guys. I did 6 years in there. And the things that I experienced and survived in there, I guess if you guys want to hear about that stuff, and I'll share it. But again, it's pretty damn heavy. But I will tell you, my guardian angel is a bad mother. So, this channel is not about me and my life. This is about all of us trying to get to the truth. Trying to save people from not being able to come out and enjoy these beautiful wild places. And I guess that's enough of a look into my life. I hope you guys are all right with that. These days, we're enjoying our life. We managed to find a beautiful woman. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I think she was born. Could be. I knew making this channel and sharing some of this was going to be hard. You know, I spent most of my life running from the camera and not wanting to be seen. So, making these videos is very difficult. But I know that it's the right thing. I know this channel has the potential to help people. And I'm going to keep going with this as best I can and let the Lord lead me every step of the way. Now, this is Sunday morning, rolling through the Huron National Forest after about 6 inches of snow, you guys. And look at the trail. It's pretty deep. So, talk a little bit about a phone call I'm supposed to get today. So, I have some dear friends of mine up here, and they've got a cabin on Bisnet Road, the other side of the Asabo River from me. They're some of my favorite people, man. And they have a friend whose property is just riddled with these entities, and she has a shit ton of experience with a family that lives there. Now, I'm supposed to get a call from her today, you guys, and I'm not sure what she's going to want to do, but I couldn't be more thankful for the opportunity, man. I know what kind of information she's got in her pocket, y'all. It'll blow your mind. I'm hoping I can start a friendship with her, and hopefully maybe have an ongoing series with her, and catch up with her and see what's going on. I'm really hoping that takes place today. she's a great lady. I actually spent some time watching an interview she did about a year ago about the things that go on in her property, and you guys, you can just tell she's a beautiful person, and you can also tell that every single thing that she says is the truth. The little details, man, that this woman has in her experiences is stuff that you just can't make up. And I'm so excited to talk to this lady. So we had a little bit of contact, secondhand through my friends that I told you about here a couple years ago. And up until that point, everything that I had seen and read and heard about the dog man and Bigfoot specifically was that they really don't get along. I've heard that, fights to the death and fights over territory and food. I've heard everything but getting along. And then here comes this lady. And I mentioned to her that that's what I know of these things. And she's like, no, that's not the case here. And you guys, she ends up sending me pictures of footprints in the snow. And these are still in my phone, you guys. And I haven't shared them with you yet because I want her permission first. And I haven't talked to her. If she gives me permission to share, you guys are going to see these photos. Now, she doesn't know this yet, but she's responsible for my logo for this channel. If you look at the logo for this channel, there's a Bigfoot and a dog man just hanging out. I never would have had the perception or thought to put those two together in a friendly manner like that without this lady and her photos and her information that completely 180'd what I thought I knew about these two beings hanging out. I'm really thankful to her for that, and she don't even know it yet. If she calls me today, she's gonna find out that in a roundabout way, she's kind of responsible for the logo I have. It's pretty cool, man. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the scenery out here this morning. And I hope I didn't bore you too much with some of my gobbledygook. But I realize by proxy here and trying to run this channel, you all are probably going to have questions. And I'm going to have answers regardless of the heavy load. It's okay. It's okay. And if you guys want to know, I'll share with you. Just know that's not why I'm here. If you guys have had something freaky happen in the woods, or if you see or deal with things on your property, I sure would like to hear from you. If you send me an email, michigancryptid@gmail.com, whatever you want shared, man, I'll share it, and I'll share it word for word. And if you want to just share some information with me and not have it shared, I assure you, as long as you let me know, it'll never get shared. At the end of the day, if your word is no good, neither are you. Michigan Cryptid out.